Okay, guys, I was just checking my alerts. All right, so this is the final job hunting diary video for today. So it looks like at this point, in terms of debt reduction, in total, I was able to get approved for three new credit cards at a lower interest rate in order to pay off the balance on one credit card at a higher interest rate. And in the personal finance hustle for info piece that I shared earlier, we what if you watched it, what you heard Warren Buffett say was that I would never pay interest rates on a loan of 18% because I'll tell you something. If you invest in a mutual fund and you got back 18% that the credit card company made, you'll be rich in about 10 years. Like if you start working full time 25 and the minute you put money into mutual funds and you got like 18% every year compounded and like you just made regular contributions, I think you can retire at 35. You'll be rich in no time. So that's what Warren Buffett means in terms of credit card debt. If you had to borrow at 18%, like some credit cards, most credit cards, I believe, um, you'll be poor because there, on the other side, if you were earning 18% on mutual funds and stuff, you'll be rich in no time because it's compounded, and then you're also making contributions every year, but then it's also compounded on that. So it's quite extraordinary. So I had a credit card that was 18%, right, or high, even higher maybe, and I was able to apply just recently, and I got approved for three new credit cards at a interest rate that is a lot lower, right? And of course, each one of these three are smaller in terms of my limit, but because I have three of them, I can pour the balance into these three and move my balance from a high interest rate plateau to a lower interest rate plateau. So the balance stays the same. All right, let's say, okay, so without invading my own privacy, let's say I owe $10,000 on my credit card at 18%. And just recently, I was able to get approved for three new credit cards at 8% or 12%. I can take that $10,000 and put it into these three credit cards because they're smaller, right? This one credit card had a limit of $10,000, and I maxed it out, and they were charging me 18%. This three has a limit of like maybe 3,000, 3,000, 4,000. They're much smaller, but the interest rate is a lot lower. I take that 10,000, I split it into the smaller one. I still make payments, but the interest rate is a lot lower. And that's saving me a lot of money because you say, how does that save you money? Well, because the interest they charge is money you have to hand over. If they charge you a smaller interest rate, you hand over less money. And what money you have left in your pocket is money that you can use something else. All right? And why only recently? Because if you're following this thread, back in the summer of last year, when I bothered to check my credit score, because, I already bought a house. When I bought a house, my credit score was pretty good. And then I bought a house, and then, I was living on my own. I'm a divorcee, living on my own. I thought I was going to bring home a lot of young women but it didn't happen. I brought home no young women. I brought home no women. I brought home a cat that has since gone. The cat is no longer with me. I did not bring home any women. I thought I would bring home tons of women. I did not bring home any women. I brought home a cat. The cat is now gone. I think you don't want to know that story. It's so awful. The cat is now gone. But so I'm sitting here like this every day. I'm sitting here like this. How can I get in New Jersey? How can I get in New Jersey? And one day I checked my credit score, and it was like 500. And if you know credit score 500 is very low, very awful. It's like, oh my God, I'm a scumbag. 500. My credit score 500. I'm a scumbag. So that was summer of last year. So summer, fall, winter. I had to work on my credit score, and now it's around 700. And at 700, I applied for 3 new credit cards. I got approved, and I'm going to take the balance, put it into these 3 smaller credit cards, but the interest rate's a lot lower. So when I pay the interest rate portion is very small. I have some left in my pocket. So I might see you in New Jersey for no reason. Like, I just go there, drink like a soda pop, hang out, and then go back. I don't know. What would I do? Some people want to start major corporations. I want to do this. All right. I'll see you guys later. The myth is working class boys get a lot of hot babes. The truth is we get no babes. I'll see you guys later. That's my job hunting diary thread. And arrivederci.